I'm Tom from Do It Yourself Home Automation, and this is an update about my Cesun stainless steel garden hose. And I showed in other reviews that I had gotten a Huygens flexible fabric hose, and it actually failed after about 2 months of use in my backyard. And I do tend to use the hose, pretty roughly, I guess. It's dragging along the ground here, along rocks. Using it every day and keeping it pressurized all the time. So maybe it wasn't the best fit for the Huygens hose. Maybe mine was defective, or there's just an issue with that particular product. But one of the subscribers to the channel, Maverick Gaming, recommended that I check out a stainless steel hose, and I got that from Cesun, and I've been using it for about a month and a half now. And I gotta say, it's really great. I think all of the challenges with other hoses, this really does a great job of addressing. No leaks, even though I use it, again, fully pressurized, and I use it every day and kind of drag it along, the backyard area here. It's really flexible, so you'd kind of be surprised to see that with something that's made out of metal. You'd think it would be less flexible than something that's plastic or rubber, but actually it's super flexible, really pretty thin gauge, but it does have a good pressure and a good amount of water that can flow through it, so it's really easy to move around the backyard. And you can step on it, you can basically do anything, and I haven't had any kind of challenges with leaks or anything like that. Obviously I'll keep testing it for a while longer, but I think that's a good sign so far. I think some other things that are nice about this are that it is really easy to kind of coil up, so you can just make a bundle of the hose here. The one thing I think is maybe a challenging point here is that the aesthetics, depending on what you think of it, for a backyard, maybe aren't exactly right. So it sort of looks like a hose on a shower attachment or something in some ways. I think it really fits in perfectly at a construction site. As Maverick Gaming mentioned, you've seen people use these in barns where they might have animals stepping on them. So it works great in that context, and I don't really mind it in the backyard. I think it looks fine. I think it looks, just as good as a big rubber hose kind of snaking along, but I can see how people would look at this and say, well, it doesn't really look, like something in your backyard garden. It maybe looks more like something that's a bit industrial. On the other hand, though, it really performs well. The price was very reasonable, and, so far, no leaks, no problems. We'll see how it performs, especially getting into the colder weather. We've got more temperature changes during the day and night. I'll continue to update. But again, so far so good with the Cesun stainless steel hose. If you found this helpful in any way, or you want to stay up to date on what I do with these kinds of backyard hoses, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.